Hello and welcome to rcFoamFighters Bulletproof Plane Series first RC plane build along. We're starting phase 1 of the build, but at first I need to go over a few things. Even though this plane will be loosely based on the shape of the X45C, I plan on making it of my own design as well. After all, this is why we like to build scratch-built planes. Okay, I need to make sure that everybody understands exactly what it is we're doing. We're going to make a plane 100% built from scratch. There are no drawings, there are no plans. Each phase will be made up along the way. Paul likes to call this free flow building. It's done off the top of your head. These are the tools that we'll need for the first phase of the build. The square will be used to check our dimensions off the center line of the plane. It is a very important tool to check to make sure that the wing is square and straight. We'll need the long straight edge to make lines onto the foam. As we don't have drawings or plans for this plane, we will have to draw the shape of the plane onto the foam. We will be using the straight edge along with a fine point pen or marker. After we have the shape of the plane onto the foam, we will use the box cutter or X-Acto knife to cut the shape out of the foam. The handheld hot wire and the wood rasp will be used to shape the wing and the fuselage. And the foam sanding blocks will be used to clean up the cuts from the handheld hot wire and wood rasp, and also for doing detail work. Okay, it's time to get started with phase 1. Here we go. This is going to be the first step of the build. We're going to have to draw the wing onto the foam. As I said in the last video, I am building a second plane. This is actually drawn on 30mm EPP. This is going to be the plane without the KF airfoil. We're going to go ahead and use this plane to get the dimensions to draw on the 15mm EPP so we can build the plane with the KF airfoil. Okay, if you notice, there is a line drawn right down the center of the wing. This is going to be our most important part in building this plane, because everything is going to be based off of this center line in order to make sure the wing is square and straight. It's very important that everything is measured off of this line. So we're going to go ahead and turn off the camera, and I'm going to go ahead and draw the center line on the 15mm sheet. Okay, as you can see, I have the center line drawn onto the foam. Before you start drawing the line on the foam, you want to make sure and find which side is the most square. So check all 4 corners with the square, and just to see which side came out the most square, because most of the time these foam sheets don't come out perfect. On this piece of foam, this side had the straightest edge and the most square, so this is the side that I decided to mark it from. Once you've decided which side looks more square, go ahead and find out what the total width of the foam is. This sheet is actually a little bit over 36 inches. It's 36 1/4. So what you do is you want to go ahead and mark the halfway point, which would be 18 1/8. So you mark it with your pen or your fine tip marker. Then take the square, lay it on the mark, and go ahead and draw your line for the center line. You don't want to just measure off the corners from the top and the bottom and then draw the line, because it could come out crooked. It's better to use the square off the side that you're going to use for the straight side at the bottom.